The classic and elegant sedan was recently tweaked with bigger headlamps and air intakes, and a distinctive back end with restyled bumpers. It still looks sharp and expressive, compared to the arrow wedge shape of others. "We don't need no stinkin' arrow," says BMW. The striking Gran Turismo pushes design in a new direction, a big hatchback fastback coupe. A smooth Frankenstein that's part crossover, part coupe and part wagon. The rising beltline visually lowers the hood. The Audi A4 and Mercedes C-Class will blitz you with their high-tech capabilities that make the BMW 3 Series feel outdated, in other words feel its age. The cabin materials may be rich and luxurious or muddled and fussy, or even cheap, depending on trim level. The flat dashboard's horizontal line is broken only by a standing screen that may be modern but needs new materials. Although the 3 has never been bigger, it's still a compact car. The good front seats have decent bolstering and nice leg support. The back seat squeezes adults, but there's good headroom. There's good cargo room, with a big trunk of 15.8 cubic feet. Bravo to BMW for hanging on to the 6-speed gearbox, remaining true to its drivers. The 320i, 330i, and 340i models all have one, especially with rear-wheel drive. However, the 8-speed automatic is way good. It shifts quick, precise, right on time, and never is at a loss for gears. We like its logic, because it's smart enough to agree with ours. Sport programs can make it nearly as much fun as a manual. Speaking generically, every model of 3 Series handles sharply and stays flat. The steering is weighted nicely, pushing back when the car begins to lose grip. The biggest new thing for 2017 is the increase in horsepower for the BMW 330i, from 240 to 248 horsepower. 0-60 in 5.5 seconds, says BMW. And it sounds better than before. The 340i with its 3.0-liter turbo 6 is super quick and very talented. The massive torque is right there for you. Cool that it's still the classic inline 6, not the V6. Mercedes has been making a traditional diesel for many years, but to find one nowadays is fairly rare. The 328d makes 180 horsepower and a ton of smooth torque, with a standard 8-speed automatic. It might be most popular as a wagon. The brown one is classic. There won't be a lot of them, so hurry. The base 320i is a 4-cylinder turbo making 180 horsepower. It accelerates from 0 to 60 in 7.1 seconds. It feels relatively weak. The 330i Performance plug-in hybrid makes 248 combined horsepower from a 7.6 kWh lithium-ion battery and turbo 4 engine. The ride in any 3 Series is smooth. The suspensions have been softened to compensate for hard-run flat tires, which edge up fuel mileage as well. Its harshness still sometimes comes through the ride, blame the tires. The electric power steering lacks the feedback through the steering wheel hydraulic power steering used to provide. The optional variable sport steering system mechanically alters the steering ratio depending on the immediate task, making parking easier and high-speed cornering tighter. Driving dynamics control, using a switch on the console, has Eco Pro, Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus modes. Sport mode sharpens the steering and transmission, while Sport Plus loosens up the stability control. If you really want to go down the handling trail, the M-Sport package lowers the chassis by 0.4 inches, stiffens the springs and shocks, fattens the anti-roll bars, and bolts on 18 or 19-inch alloys with fat tires. The new track handling package adds the variable sport steering, adaptive suspension, and bigger brakes with blue calipers.